What's the one thing that Bill Clinton, Karl Lagerfeld, Donald Trump, Kate Moss, and Jimmy Carter all have in common? They're chronic Diet Coke drinkers. They're not the only ones hooked on this Coke, though. Diet Coke is currently the third highest selling drink in the United States, after Coca-Cola and Pepsi. In this video, we'll discuss the top most surprising facts about the Diet Coke drink. But hang on, we have something truly shocking for you. A secret, dangerous ingredient in Diet Coke that could actually kill you. Want to know what it is? Then keep watching. Before talking about the secrets Diet Coke holds, let's go back in time to where it all started. Back in the 50s, there was a high demand for weight loss products in America. Everyone wanted to be fabulous and thin, from everyday regular people to models and actresses. Skinny was all the rage, and there was no better product than one without any calories. So, what did the beverage industry do? It looked for a solution. The first American diet drink, the no-cal ginger ale, was created in 1952 to meet that demand. It wasn't until the 60s that it became a national favorite. Subsequently, other soda brands jumped on the trend. At first, Coca-Cola wasn't interested. It was into the production of sugary drinks and had a strict policy of only trademarking them. Why would big, successful Coca-Cola waste its time on a fad trend that would probably go away soon? At least that's what we think they said. It wasn't until they saw the magnitude of fans that these drinks drummed up that Coca-Cola started to reconsider. They later decided to test the waters and create their own diet soda. However, it was a top-secret project back then, and Coca-Cola had made arrangements to launch the product through one of its secondary companies, Fanta. They generated a list of over 2 million names on their computer and chose to name it Tab, after people who wanted to keep tabs on their weight. The funny capitalization was the idea of the design department, and as expected, Tab was a bestseller in its days. On the other hand, Coca-Cola's biggest rival, Pepsi, trademarked its diet soda and made massive sales. A new set of managers who had been appointed at Coca-Cola were inspired by Pepsi's success. They abandoned their policy and created their trademarked version, Diet Cola. Soon after, Diet Cola gained a cult following and knocked out Tab from the top spot. Unsurprisingly, Coca-Cola didn't shut down Tab entirely. They kept making the drink, although in smaller amounts, until the COVID lockdown forced them to cease production in 2020. Did you find this brief history of Diet Coke fascinating? Here are more surprising truths about Diet Coke. Number 1. It has an unusual original name. Almost every brand has changed product names over the years. Dunkin' was once Dunkin' Donuts. KFC was once Kentucky Fried Chicken. And BlackBerry was once Research in Motion. For Diet Coke, the name change from Tab to Diet Coke is something we have already discussed. But it was once a taboo to spell Diet Coke with a capital D. And there's a story behind it. While the marketing team was brainstorming for a name, they looked at words like sugar-free and light. Sugar-free was discarded because they thought it would discourage people from buying regular Coke soda. Light didn't make the cut because a rival soft drink brand used something similar, and Coca-Cola wanted to stand out. They considered diet, and it seemed like the best option. However, the lawyers advised that they keep the D in lowercase. That was because Diet Coke with a capital D is a noun, which meant it was being produced by a different company. With a lowercase d, it becomes an adjective that implies that it's just another type of Coke soda. It seemed they found a way around this anyway, because Diet Coke is just Diet Coke with a capital letter D. Number 2. It has no nutritional benefits. Diet Coke may be your go-to beverage, but here's a shocking truth. It has absolutely no nutritional benefits. That's right, zero, zilch, nada. While it may quench your thirst and provide that satisfying fizz, don't expect any essential vitamins or minerals to come along for the ride. Think of it as a guilt-free pleasure, whether you're sipping it while burning the midnight oil, or as a refreshing pick-me-up during the day. Diet Coke can provide that burst of flavor without adding unnecessary calories. And let's not forget the creative possibilities. Use Diet Coke as your secret ingredient for mocktails, or to add a refreshing twist to your favorite beverages. It's like a magician's potion for your taste buds. Number 3. It makes you hungry. Did you know that Diet Coke can sometimes trigger those pesky hunger pangs? Yep, that's right. This seemingly innocent zero-calorie beverage can have a sneaky way of making you feel hungrier than before you took that sip. You might be wondering, how does this happen? Well, let's dive into the science behind it. Diet Coke contains artificial sweeteners like aspartame that provide a sweet taste without the added calories. When you consume these sweeteners, they send a signal to your brain that you're about to indulge in something sugary and calorie-rich. But here's the twist. When your brain anticipates a calorie-packed treat, but doesn't receive the energy it expects, it can increase your appetite. It's like your brain is saying, "Hey, where are the calories you promised? I need some fuel." This can leave you feeling unsatisfied and craving more food. Number 4. Diet Coke is lighter than Coca-Cola. You've been lied to. You may have been led to believe that Diet Coke has 0 calories, but the truth is a bit more complex. While the label proudly boasts 0 calories, it's time to peel back the curtain and reveal the reality. In accordance with FDA regulations, any food or beverage containing fewer than 5 calories per serving can be labeled as 0 calories. And Diet Coke falls into this category, as its calorie content is so minimal that it rounds down to 0. However, it's essential to understand that there are trace amounts of calories present. Number 5. It won't save you from tooth decay. Diet Coke may be sugar-free, but when it comes to protecting your pearly whites, it's not the superhero we hoped for. Despite its lack of sugar, Diet Coke still poses a risk to your dental health and won't save you from tooth decay. Let's dive into the dirty little secret behind this seemingly innocent beverage. While Diet Coke doesn't contain the sugars that contribute directly to tooth decay, it does have a few tricks up its sleeve. One of them is its acidity. Diet Coke, like many carbonated beverages, is acidic, and prolonged exposure to acid can weaken tooth enamel over time. Enamel, the protective outer layer of your teeth, acts as a shield against decay-causing bacteria. When that enamel erodes, your teeth become more vulnerable to cavities and sensitivity. Additionally, the combination of carbonation and acidic ingredients in Diet Coke can create the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive in your mouth. These bacteria produce acid as they feed on the remnants of the beverage, further contributing to the risk of tooth decay. Number 6. Diet Coke has been a victim of online propaganda. Back in 2015, some rumors made the rounds on social media about the dangers of drinking Diet Cola. One in particular was that Diet Coke has the same effect on the brain as cocaine because of its caffeine content. Dr. Michael Taff, an addiction specialist, came out to debunk the rumors by explaining the caffeine in Diet Coke was way too small to have any significant addictive effects on people. This is also ironic, considering people consume actual coffee and other heavily caffeinated drinks far more than Diet Coke. Number 7. It used to contain a poisonous chemical. Did you know that Diet Coke had a dark secret lurking in its past? It used to contain a potentially poisonous chemical called saccharin. This artificial sweetener raised concerns due to its link to bladder cancer in laboratory rats, prompting the need for warning labels. However, Diet Coke's evolution didn't stop there. It underwent a reformulation and replaced saccharin with the safer alternative, aspartame. But that's not the end of the story. There's more to know about Diet Coke and its compatibility with certain foods. While Diet Coke is a popular beverage choice for many, it's important to be cautious about what you mix it with. When combined with ascorbic acid, vitamin C, commonly found in citrus fruits, a chemical reaction can occur, potentially forming a potentially carcinogenic compound called benzene. To minimize any risk, it's best to avoid mixing Diet Coke with citrus fruits, fruit juices, or other acidic beverages. The combination of these acidic elements with Diet Coke's ingredients can lead to the formation of benzene, which is a chemical you definitely want to steer clear of. In conclusion, the subject of Diet Cola is a very controversial one. And that wraps up our surprising journey through the truths about Diet Coke. We've seen that Diet Coke has a very interesting history, has no nutritional value, and might not be as innocent as it's portrayed. From its lack of nutritional benefits to its questionable past, there's more to this fizzy drink than meets the eye. Remember to drink responsibly and make informed choices. Stay curious, stay thirsty, And until next time, cheers!